I don't know about you, but sometimes the world feels dark. The world seems to be very chaotic and unpredictable, and there is violence, and we see all of these unfairness and mistreatments of human beings or animals and nature. I know that many of you are feeling burdened by all of these happenings, all of these stories, and what you watch, what you see, or even encounter in your real life. Sometimes we encounter violence, sometimes it is done to us, sometimes we see other people being mistreated, and we feel powerless sometimes. Especially in this day and age, we are constantly bombarded with bad news and things that really break our hearts, especially as sensitive people or caring people. We want to escape this reality and we go on social media to find some relief, but again, we come across bad news, we see horrible things being done to other beings, and it is so human to feel powerless and heartbroken by all of these things. So, first of all, I wanted to say that I understand how you feel, because I myself go through these feelings quite a lot of the time, and it's so normal and okay to get angry and eventually feel depressed by all of these things. Before the internet, before the TV, before newsletters, newspapers, we used to, as a species, as humans, we used to not hear about terrible things all of the time. Right now, today, we get to, or we have to, hear horrible news, horrible things multiple times in just one day. This is not normal at all, because we used to live in our small communities, small villages, small tribes, and we didn't know what was going on in another part of the world. Maybe we heard about it days after the events, but usually we only saw or heard about what happened in our small communities. So all of these things that we hear, see today, it's not something that we can take. We can't take all of these information. It is literally very hard on our brains, on our psyches, on our beings. We are not wired to deal with all of this stress. We are not wired to see all of these wars happening all over the world, all of the cruelty. The human brain isn't wired to deal with all of that. We didn't have to know about all of the things. But now, with the internet, we can only deal with so much stress. And we already have stress in our own personal lives. We already see injustices and cruelty happening like in our immediate environment. Sometimes we go out and maybe see somebody yelling at someone or threatening someone. We see animals that are in need. This we can deal with. The stress in our personal lives and in our relationships, in our day-to-day life, we can deal with that. This is normal and biologically possible for humans. But think about it. You want to change the world, you want to change how these things go, you want to change the perspectives of people, you want people to act kind, you want people to do good things. But think about it, you can't really change other people. You can inspire them, absolutely, you can do that, but everybody has their own personal willpower. Everybody has their own values or a lack of values sometimes. So, really, if you want to change how the things are currently, how the system is, if you want to make a difference in the world so that the world is a better place, you need to start from where you are. You need to start from yourself, from your surroundings. You need to start from the proximity that is close to you. Really try to see on a day-to-day basis what you can do. Because again, when you see something on the news that is happening in another place on earth that you have no control over, you can't reach that place, you don't know the language, you don't know anybody there, you are not as capable. If you are a politician or if you are a well-known person, then okay, you are more powerful in that regard. You can do more because you have those resources and the resource of people's attentions, so you can do more actually. If you are a regular citizen, if you are just a person, you can't really do much about that. You can't really do much about what is happening in another part of the world or even in another part of your country. So think about what you can do, because it is so easy to slip into powerlessness and thinking you don't even matter. The world is an unfair place, the world is a bad place, and you can do nothing about it. You know what? This is exactly what some of the powers in this world want you to feel like. Because then you won't do anything because you already believe that you are powerless. You already believe that you don't matter, you can't make a change. This is exactly what some people want you to think, so that it'll be easier for them to go on with their doings. I am here to remind you of your power to actually do good things and make a difference in this world. Because you are a part of the greater universe. You are a part of the whole world. Think about it. You want the world to be a better place. Well, Your neighborhood is a part of the world, and if everybody was brave enough and believed in themselves enough, if everybody was good enough and motivated enough to make their own neighborhood a better place, a good place to live in, what would the world be like? If everybody was like that, if everybody was motivated to do good things, the world would be a good place automatically, because we make up the world. I make up the world, you make up the world. We are parts of this world. We are powerful human beings. Everything we do matters. Everything we do affects other people. If you go out today, speak with someone. Speak with them kindly. Maybe they were having a bad day, but then you approach them, you said something nice, and the whole vibe of the person has shifted. And guess what? That person is going to affect the other people that they interact with during that day. And those people will affect other people that they interact with. You see where I'm going with this. Sorry, my cat is doing something with his claws. You see where I'm going with this. You matter, your actions, they matter, okay? On the contrary, when you do something that you might regret, when you do something to hurt people, when you do something that you are not proud of, maybe, this affects other people too. It affects them badly, and the domino effect is there too, in a negative way. So you choose how you can affect this world. It is your own choice. You can either do high vibrational things, or you can choose to go downhill on a vibrational scale. You can choose to move with anger, you can choose to move with, I don't know, with ill intentions, or you can actually do small things to make this world a better place. How about that? I know that you are sad about some person who is murdered in another place in this world. It is normal, it is human to care about these things. I care about these things. I think about these things and I have empathy. But you can't really do much, can you? So isn't it better to focus on what you can do? Because that is where your power is. What you can do is your power against all of the things that you don't want to see in this world. So, if you want to change the world, and if you want to make this world a better place, without needing to change the politicians, without needing to change the systems, without even thinking about the bigger picture, you can today choose to change the world. And you can today choose how you want to affect the world. You can choose how you speak to other people. You can choose how empathetic you interact with other people. So you do have control over how you affect the world. The first thing is, of course, not doing bad and unkind things to other beings. That is the first thing, obviously. And on top of that, if you go out of your way to help somebody, to donate. These things matter so much. Maybe there is an injured cat in your neighborhood. If you take him to the vet and if you heal him, you just changed his entire world. Maybe that cat is cared for. Maybe there is a child in the neighborhood that loves the cat very much, and you bring the cat back. The child reunites with the cat, and the child is so very happy. So is the cat. Maybe it's a silly example, but you get what I mean. Everything you do affects everything else, really. If you donate to somewhere that you put your trust in and they use it for good, first of all, even if you send them a small amount of money, you supported their cause, and this little action made a change. If you want to see more kindness in the world, you need to be more kind yourself. You are right to say to yourself, well, I am already kind. How is this going to change some psycho and their actions in some place? Like, how am I going to change that by being kind? I am already kind. Let's go back to that bigger picture. We make up the bigger picture. If you decide to be kind, and if enough people decide to be kind, then the world is a kind place. I want you to maybe take a pen and paper. You can do this exercise in your head too, without pen and paper, but I suggest really seeing what you are going to write down in front of you. That is way more effective. So I want you to think about the values you want to see more in this world. Think about those values. For example, the kindness that I just talked to you about is a value. Trust is a value. Empathy is a value. So think about the values you want to see more in this world. Write them down and start exercising those values in your day-to-day life yourself. You already are changing the world by doing that. Notice? If we want to have an effect on this world, sometimes we do nothing at all. By doing nothing at all, you are affecting everybody and everything that you interact with. You can decide to take an active role and use your innate power to make the world a better place, a place that you would like to live in. Your passivity, your feeling of powerlessness is human. It is normal in the face of all of the things that I have mentioned, in the face of constant bad news, stories that hurt our belief in this world as a good place. It makes us fearful, it makes us passive, it makes us not want to be in this world, and it makes us doubt our own ability to make any difference at all. But I am here to remind you, everything you do and everything you do not do actually have an effect on this world. starting from your inner circle and going outside in a ripple effect. Whatever you put out there keeps going out in a ripple effect. So you have to be mindful of what you are contributing to the world in general with your own actions, not by expecting politicians to change, not by expecting the world to change outside of you. The world isn't there outside of you. You are the world. Your power lies in you, in yourself, and your inner circle, your immediate environment. Focus on that and how you can contribute to your immediate surroundings. That is what really matters. Have faith in this world. Give this world a chance. Give yourself a chance. You matter. You are a part of this world. Spread this information so more people can reunite with their own innate power that comes from being a small part of this bigger picture. Let's make this picture a good picture. Let's make this picture a kind picture. A picture that we feel good looking at. I love you.